Mike Moore Media.
On our media line, Summer Woodard, Reidsville City Manager. We'll check in our fourth Wednesday podcast with her. Hey, Summer, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Doing great here, sure. Well, let's talk about some of the improvements in downtown Reidsville, the Streetscape project you're working on. Give us an update, Summer.
Absolutely. So that's such an exciting project that the city of Reidsville is starting on. It was a project that we've talked about for some time, and then we also kind of worked on it during our work session at our retreat with City Council. Mm-hmm. That was February 3rd and 4th. And one thing we're looking at with our streetscape is doing some improvements to our streets and sidewalks, as certainly some of our listeners have probably noticed the trees that have been removed. That plan was actually started back in 2018 to look at removing those trees because they have taken quite the toll on our sidewalks. Mm. And I think you can tell now if you stop and look where the trees once were, you can see the root damage that they caused for our sidewalks. So we have moved forward with removing the last trees that were scheduled to be removed. Our public works crews are working diligently to remove the stumps that are existing, so to make that a flat, even surface. Mm-hmm. So we'll have that going. We will also be looking at taking this back to our city council meeting in April to get their final stamp of approval to continue with our streetscape. But what we're looking at doing is putting in new streets and sidewalks and repaving starting at the Budding Future all the way down to both sides of Gilmer, and then completing there right before you get to Market Square, right there at the end of where Coke Collectibles is. Mm-hmm. So you'll see new sidewalk, curb and gutter. You will also see street paving through there. We also plan to remove the existing street lights. If you notice, the street lights are looking, the decorative poles, we should say, they're looking kind of worn, so we will be replacing those. There'll be 24 new poles installed back where they were. They will also allow us the opportunity to hang banners, so we could look at having seasonal banners for spring, summer, fall, and winter throughout downtown. That would give some really nice characteristics to our beautiful downtown. We could also, those street decorative poles will also allow us to hang Christmas decorations, maybe some snowflakes or other options. So the poles will be a nice addition to our downtown. It'll also provide some additional lighting. And then in place of the trees that we removed, we're looking at putting in 28 crepe myrtles. Crepe myrtles' root systems are not as invasive as other species. So we think that will be a good fit. I know, one thing we have to make sure we stay on top of is to keep them maintained at all times, keep their growth trimmed back, and establish a maintenance schedule so we can keep them pruned and beautiful for our downtown. With the crepe myrtles, one thing we are looking at doing is putting some up lighting, because I know a lot of our residents love the lights in the trees. So what we'll be doing to try and accommodate that and bring that back is looking at some up lighting that shines and shows the trees off, which will also provide more lighting for our downtown. Also in this project, as we're going through the streets and sidewalks and pouring new sidewalks, we'll be running fiber and putting some additional Wi-Fi access points along with additional cameras downtown. So hopefully with the fiber extension, putting that in the ground, it'll be there for future and also be there for current use, and maybe that will help some of our businesses downtown have better access to internet. So we're really excited about this plan. A lot of this we'll be able to do in-house. We are looking at funding this through some of the American Rescue funds that the city of Reidsville was awarded. The estimated total cost of this project is a little over $1 million at this time, but the benefit that it will provide our downtown will be for decades to come. Because so many times when we look at industrial and economic growth, we think of industries and other facilities. We don't necessarily think of our downtown. And I think when the city starts to show our commitment and our dedication to beautifying our downtown, our current business owners are going to flourish and continue to flourish, and we may attract some new businesses to come downtown. So I think this is a very wise spent investment on our downtown.
Oh, certainly. Summer, here in about 5 minutes, you have covered a lot in downtown Reidsville. The trees, the sidewalks, the poles, the new crepe myrtles that are going in, the fiber, the cameras. This is a big project that covers a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it does. And to kind of give our listeners a time frame, we're looking at this project will take probably anywhere from 9 to 18 months to complete. So we will be putting out some communication on social media. We'll definitely keep you informed with our listeners, and every ounce of communication we can provide to the public and our business owners, we are going to strive our best to do so, because with all things and all projects, there will be some growing pains, but the end result, I believe everyone will be very, very happy and very proud of.
Sure. Well, it certainly sounds like it, because it does cover so many different aspects of the downtown area and that Streetscape project. This is exciting. I know everyone's excited about it.
Yes, sir. We are very excited to move forward with this project.
Okay. Well, now, I know you're really starting now, getting rid of the old trees. So where are we now? What's the next part of the puzzle here, Summer?
So the next part of the puzzle will be once we take this final plan back to City Council in April. If City Council approves everything that we just discussed, they have saw a preliminary plan at their budget retreat, their annual strategic planning retreat. If they give their final stamp of approval at April, we will move forward. And the first project will actually be to tackle Mural Park. As you know, some of the pavers are sinking, so we do plan to put all new pavers there at Mural Park. That would be the first leg of this project, and then we would just do one section of the street at a time. And the first bulk of that would be with electrical and streets and sidewalks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is exciting. I wish you all the best. And you mentioned there, Summer, a little bit about the merchants and people coming into the city of Reidsville for the first time and economic development. All of this adds into the whole picture, doesn't it?
It does, and it's just a great opportunity for us to showcase what a beautiful town we have.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that in the timeline and all of the things involved in that. You mentioned really a lot of this was discussed earlier this month at your city council retreat. That's an important time really to kind of look ahead in lots of things, I guess, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is. It is. And one of the other really neat projects I'd like to let our listeners know about is really Judy Yarborough and Chris Phillips with the city of Reidsville have really went above and beyond with another project that come out of our annual retreat, and that is their all-inclusive park that we're going to be looking at building. And I do believe it'd be really great opportunity to have them on in the near future to let them explain more. But what we're looking at is putting an all-inclusive park in our downtown area, particularly behind here at City Hall. The all-inclusive park would be a airplane up in the air theme that is a sky park, and it looks at providing playground and playground equipment that is for everyone. Children that maybe have physical disabilities or children with autism. This park allows all children to play together and build that camaraderie and teamwork. And that is something really unique that we're looking forward to bringing to the city of Reidsville. Ms. Yarborough has secured a airplane that we are going to be looking at remodeling and making it safe for children to interact with at this park downtown. I think this is a really big step of providing some more opportunities for our residents in our downtown area. We've had some great donors, the Rotary Club, also the Reidsville Area Foundation has been a big part, and the Kiwanis Club has been a big part in raising, wanting to donate funds for pieces of equipment, like a swing, an all-inclusive swing where everyone can swing on. So I think this is a really great project, a really unique concept for this all-inclusive park to provide that playground opportunity for all children.
What a great idea this is. And in talking to some of the folks there with the Reidsville Kiwanis Club, this is a big year, their 100th year in Reidsville for Kiwanis in 2022, and working with the Rotary Club. I understand we're going to be doing a series of programs with Reidsville Kiwanis Club throughout the year and some of their projects, and I know they've got a pancake supper coming up soon, and then the golf tournament later in the year. But it looks like these two clubs are working together on this project, and I know I've met with Chris, I understand, and nothing like this anywhere in the area, as I understand it, too.
That is correct. This would be the first in Rockingham County, and it's such a unique opportunity and a great way to collaborate with other partners in our community because, this will also, in 2023, the City of Reidsville will be celebrating our Sesquicentennial Centennial event, and we think all this will pair nicely with our Streetscape, with the all-inclusive park, because it'll be our 150th anniversary as well. So we think these will just be some really unique opportunities and attractions to bring to our area.
Oh, I do too, yeah. And planning ahead for that big year for the City of Reidsville next year. I can't wait to hear what your plans are going to be. But this all-inclusive park, tell us again where that's located, pretty centrally right there in the downtown area.
It is. So the central location will be right here behind City Hall, near where our library is located. In this back area, there's a large grassy area. We have ample parking already, but that's where we're looking at putting this park. That way it's easily accessible if people want to walk to it or if they want to bike or drive. It's in a great central location.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, again, Team Reidsville, partners working together to make this happen. That's always exciting. That puts the word unity and community, it just emphasizes it, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it does. That's a great statement. I'm going to steal that from you. I'm going to use that. That's a great statement.
Well, it's not original. But, Summer, thank you for the update on all of the good things that are about to happen and things, the plans that are being made, too. Anything else we need to mention before we wrap it up?
No, sir. Just really appreciate all of our listeners, and just know that we're here as a resource for our listeners and our residents. So anything you need, please don't hesitate to reach out to us here at City Hall. Okay. The best way to do that, how? The best way is by phone, and the phone number here for City Hall is 336-349-1036. Okay. That's the number. All right. Thank you, Summer. Always great to talk to you. I appreciate it, and appreciate Team Reidsville and all of your good work in making things happen. Thank you so much. We appreciate the opportunity to be on the show.
Sure. We'll talk again next month. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. That's Reidsville City Manager Summer Woodard. Hope you were listening closely. I was taking notes because there are so many projects that they're working on in the downtown Reidsville area. And again, if you have any questions or your input on some of the things that Summer was discussing, you can call Reidsville City Hall directly at 336-349-1036. Always like to remind you to support our Reidsville businesses, shop local. That is so very, very important. And remember, you can go to the website, get more information there at riseupresreidsville.com. Live simply, think big.